Welcome back, guys. So Punisher War Machine is out today, and it seems to be one of those cards that quietly wins you games without ever feeling super broken. And honestly, that might be exactly what you want. So Punisher War Machine is a 2/2 that reads, when drawn, mark one of your empty locations, and then has an objective to win that location and get +1 max energy. So this is an interesting card. It has a lot of nuance to it that you kind of have to learn. It marks a location when it's drawn, but that location has to be empty, and then to actually get the extra energy, the card needs to be played, which makes it a very awkward card to build around. And a lot of people have been excited for this card, I think because it adds something fresh to the game that we haven't really seen, and especially with Wilson Fisk recently being a very basic kind of card, and Karen Page just coming out flopping, Daredevil riding the line between good and bad. People have wanted to look for a card that gives them something new. And Punisher War Machine definitely does that, I'll say that for sure. So just before I jump into my deck, I will say I'll leave my review at the end of the video so you guys can jump there if you want to see how I feel about the card. I'll just break down my deck shortly, and after that I'll show you some gameplay with the deck, which today was quite a fun one, I'll be honest. I'm bringing back an archetype we haven't visited in a while, and let's go. We are bringing back Bounce. In here we have the classics. You have the Toxin, the Falcon, the Beast. Kind of what you need in Bounce, right? Then we have Silver Sable, Rocket Raccoon, Iceman, Nico, the cards you're going to want to be bouncing back. How do they fit in with Punisher War Machine? Well, first off, if you're to draw Punisher, early game having something like Rocket to send down in the location, or Nico has the +2 or double ability, are both pretty decent. You won't be going over the top of the really large turn 1 plays, but majority of the time you'll probably win that location. The issue then comes from having to play Punisher on turn 2 because it's a bit of a tempo drawback. But you also have your bounce activators. But then if you're to draw Punisher slightly later, so you draw him turn 3 after you've bounced back like an activated Rocket or activated Silver Sable, you can then play Punisher alongside those, which helps quite a lot. You have Hitmonkey in here, which again is kind of a staple for bounce decks. Also, perfect target for Mother Ascani. So, Mother Ascani is sort of an engine in this deck that you're going to want to be aware of because bounce is difficult to play as it is. Throwing Mother Ascani in here makes things slightly trickier. Hitmonkey is the card you kind of want to hit. You're not really going to be playing it, so leaving it in your hand towards the end of the game is perfect. Rocket Raccoon and Werewolf are kind of soft, nice cards to hit. Most of your 1-drops, I doubt you'll have them in your hand by the time you play Mother Ascani, so it's not really relevant to talk about those. It's the bounce activators you need to be wary of, so Toxin, Falcon, and Beast. Try and get those out of the way if they're looking likely to be the card that's going to be hit by Mother Ascani. That is the best advice I can give you in terms of that, because you're never going to want to hit one of those. Because then come turn 5, you're playing 2 bounce cards, just sending stuff back. Beast might not be the worst one. If you have 2 7 beasts that you can then play on some locations where you have low power cards. Those coming back might all cost very little to play on the last turn. So that's also not necessarily the worst thing to hit. But I will say be on the lookout for that. Punisher is an interesting fit in this deck because it doesn't necessarily have that much of a need for extra energy. It is nice to have, especially when you need to play these cards over and over again, but 1 extra energy allows you to play an extra 1-drop on a turn that you might need to bounce multiple back. And that's why I thought we'll try it in this deck, and I did pretty well. I got a 69% win rate across like a few games. Nothing groundbreaking here, I wouldn't say, but definitely keep an eye out. I think this card is an interesting one, and I'll give you my proper breakdown after the gameplay. So, if you enjoy this video, drop a like and maybe drop a subscribe if you're feeling up to it. I'll speak to you all after the gameplay. Could go for 2 Silver Sables, but... oh, this could be problematic. Although... I was mainly concerned because of Killmonger. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, that's not happening, is it? We beast next turn. Luke's bar was tempting for these two, but this location has just made it that much better. Also, technically, if I were to get a werewolf, yeah, nothing like increasing their deaths cost by one. If I were to get werewolf, then I could get to the middle location. If that were the case, I would probably snap. Right now, I'm a little bit hesitant, because I know what Destroy can do, especially if they can get rid of my 1-drops. Okay, well, Rocket and Groot can actually go middle. And I doubt I'm going first in this scenario, so Iceman and Silver Saber will be playable. With Hitmonkey and then hopefully Rocket Raccoon. Rocket and Groot goes middle. Should be good. Another death. Okay, yeah. Plan succeeded there, definitely going first. Does that mean we just more than likely win this location, right? Unless the Nico they sent back to their hand has the change location thing, but... Wow, they gambled on Venom winning? Crazy. There he is. And we got the extra energy. Thank you, thank you. Victory. Oh, nice. We got the Mother Ascani into Hitmonkey combo. I don't really know what location to get rid of. Like, Sandbar might be a pain for them if they're playing Victoria hand. But Mother Ascani, Mindscape as well. Because I don't know what they're playing, I kind of want to wait and just play Werewolf. Daredevil. Not what I expected.
Wind
and Storm. Storm's interesting. Mother Ascani here though is kind of nuts. Although, do I just... Probably just play her here, right? Because I could make this Hitmonkey really, really cheap. But then I only have one location. Actually, no. This makes more sense. This is giving me questionable vibes. It's feeling a little bit botty. I mean, that's fine. I was just regretting having not played Falcon, so. Oh, perfect. Great. Well, an interesting bot game at least, I suppose.
Power must be controlled.
That could have gone crazy, actually.
Victory.
Sheesh. Could have actually lost if Hitmonkey went up in points, and that would have been devastating. Whew. Oh, a fellow YouTuber. I need to actually remember to leave a location open for Punisher War Machine. What a location, though. Yeah, I really hope it doesn't land on that, but it almost definitely will. This Falcon here doesn't feel that great. Fine. Well, their Bastion is 5-1 now. Pretty happy with that. Also, interesting choice to play Captain Carter there. A Moonstone. Of course that would happen. It's like, what am I supposed to do about that exactly? Guess this is fine. Guys, what a weird choice. I'm winning by a lot of power here. I don't even know if trying to win this location is worth it. None of these cards are created, so I mean technically yes. Let's see. Nice. I mean, if they had Spectrum, that would have been a different story, but luckily they didn't. Okay, middle location. Nico's not a bad draw here. We might actually get it all. Stark Industries. Tempted to snap, but also not quite. Well. I feel like I probably should just snap.
Snap.
Yeah, I thought so.
Victory.
Maybe in those situations, if you feel like you're going to win on turn 2, go for it, but Lizard's a thing, and so I could never be sure.
This land is
Ooh, okay.
changing.
What have we got in store for me? Iska. And Stardust, okay. They're probably looking at my cards and thinking, what on earth am I playing? I think I'm more than happy for that. Then next turn it's probably just Werewolf, and I can play Isker on Moshpit. This is a cool variant. Hiln. Is it too obvious if I play Werewolf here? I'll play Isker here. There's not exactly much that they can do about that. Isker in the middle feels like a guarantee. Right? It feels like they might have some shenanigans up their sleeve, but... guess that's the shenanigans. No empty location for Punisher.
Oh, snap.
Kind of want Toxin to send back something. Kind of like this. Okay. Now, Merlin can move, correct? Now, do I want Werewolf to move to the middle? Or do I want him to move back? I think whatever I do, the card's probably not moving, so... let's just see what unfolds. Because if they do move Merlin, they're sacrificing a lot of power. Also, I realized something. If they do move Merlin, Isker just wins that location. So. Nice. And because of that, I probably should have just put all of my eggs in one basket with the middle. With Hitmonkey and Rocket. Alas. We have a lot of 1-drops, but it's a bit of a pain that Nico got increased in cost. Because this doubling thing would have been nice. Oh, well, return the favor, I suppose. That's pretty good, though. What do they got? You got the extra power one. Adding a Silver Sable to hand. I was tempted to add a Toxin to hand, but I think this is better. Not my favorite card. In which case I'm gonna Iceman their hand as much as possible. Why did Iceman not go off there? It's a little bit questionable. Rocket and Groot, and then... guess I could just Iceman into Silver Sable. Okay, so what's happening here is either Iceman is actually proccing, and I just don't see it, or he's scamming me. Oh, nice.
Victory.
I was almost certain that they would have done something with Gambit there, but I am more than happy to be one of those decks. With Punisher, I am surprised that I haven't had this effect go off more in these few games. Which means to say... Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Which means to say that I've not only not been able to play him, I've just not been able to draw him. Why didn't they play Martyr on turn 1? Is it because they thought that I might have had something? Their plays are baffling me a little bit. Although I suppose I'm about to make some very strange plays myself, so... And then... First to fill this location... Technically, yes. I mean, I'm not getting this extra energy off anytime soon, but I will get the 6-cost card. They're playing a very odd deck. So yeah, I definitely don't do that. I would need to put Werewolf down first. Wait, no. I need to put Hitmonkey down first. The Hitmonkey is only going to 7 power. Because technically this is better.
Behold my
Nice.
hand.
Their plays were confusing me, but I see their game plan. They actually didn't draw a single demon though, which is unfortunate. I think if they had King Eitri in their deck as well. I mean, more than likely they did. But yeah, I get what they're going for. Kind of like a Zoo Shadowlands Daredevil. It's quite nice. Celestial Circuit would be really good for me, but I also don't foresee myself getting to 12 power before then. Oh, nice. Give us some extra boosters. Ooh, Camotage. Don't mind if I do. Okay. So they're probably that Surfer deck. My plays here are really not the ones, huh? Because I really need to get these back in hand so that I can Iceman them. What are we thinking? That hit Surfer or Brood or something like that? Punisher? Sadly, don't think it's Punisher. It's probably just Hitmonkey, but... Rocket and Groot is also pretty good. Yeah, they buffed their Grandmaster. Okay. Such a weird target. And is this one of those decks where they play like a Brood on the left or such? The left worries me, which is why I think I want to do this. I'll be buffing it quite a lot, but I'm hoping the Hitmonkey holds the line on the right, and then we just screw middle. They might be tempted towards it, seeing as they have Captain Carter there. Yeah, not quite. Would have been nice if they actually sent their 10 power Silver Surfer Center. But I still wouldn't have won. Ooh, okay. I don't know about this one. I'll go with Falcon though. They're winning this location, it's pointless me trying to win it. I don't know if they're snapping because I'm not going to be able to win it, but honestly... This is nuts. All of my 1-drops apart from Nico are in my deck right now. Okay. Sadly, not even winning the location. That is annoying. Well, Rocket and Groot can go off because they... Well, Rocket even can go off because it's guaranteed to hit the card that's played here. Mother Ascaniing the War Machine is also pointless. I keep forgetting I have to have this card played. It's not just about winning the location. Okay, I have boxed myself out of here, I realize. We think they win this location? I don't know, like if they play Techno-Organic Virus and some other card here. Possibly. which means I have a better chance of winning the middle location. Also, Martyr is a real gamble when you're not able to remove its ability. Yay, we got the power. This is happening a lot, it seems.
Victory.
Very nice. Cannot believe you are not drawing me Rocket and Punisher. This is pretty decent though. Just beast it next turn. And if I were to draw Punisher then, I'd be very happy. I mean... I could just play it now. Maybe that's enough. Send the cards back to my hand next turn. Nice. It's just them will need to be scared of the inevitable, Gambit. Forgot what it was called for a second. That is probably Gambit, right? If I had to guess. Destroy a card. We destroy Iceman? I'm not even sure we want to destroy a card, you know. So what am I drawing? Like Rocket and Groot or Werewolf? Those cards would have much better to have had already. Let's just do this for now. Oh, did they copy their Majestic Wing Beam? I guess they must have done. And I'm not playing Toxin, so... Well, never mind.
Victory.
I feel like they Ascani'd the Wing Beat, which is an interesting decision, but... Oh, nice. Elysium is kind of questionable for me, I can't lie. Guess I want to play these cards as much as I can, but... Elysium is good for my deck, I just think it's better for a lot of other decks out there. Like something like this, for example. Ah, nice. Ooh. They didn't play middle? Why would you not play middle? My game plan revolved around them playing middle. Okay. It's not over yet. Do we want to destroy that, or would we rather destroy this? Okay. Well, they're still going, huh? I really want that location changing ability. It's the only thing I can think of right now that's going to catch them off guard. Rocket and Groot and Werewolf. Because they haven't done too much for Galacti yet. Come on, Nico. Oh. Surprised that you didn't actually pull it out of the hat. Okay. I mean, I'm still pretty happy with my output. I just know that a Galacti deck is gonna go nuts. And they have no target in hand. Oh, they have no target because it's Galacti. Maximum 6. Nico got hit by only Forge. Now we get the location changing ability. Which means all 3 Gwempors went to Galacti. Eesh. I mean, that's 12 alone. Anything else? Maybe 36 here? Possibly, you know. Possibly. But not really. If I'm honest. Yeah, it's insane power output. But if it is only 12, I do win right. Okay, never mind. That is actually brutal. I can't believe it changed to Vormir of all things. That is insane. I lost 17 power over there. Okay, we're going to be playing fairly straightforward here, it seems. Iceman or Rocket would be nice to go with Toxin though. Never mind. I'll just play Falcon because I want to Mother Ascani the Hit Monkey. Okay. I am lined up to do something pretty good here. If... Okay, Cosmo makes things a little bit awkward, but... It's not the end of the world. Sandbar as well makes things a bit awkward.
We are the future.
Ah, and then we lose Beast. Okay. So we have to do the 2 hit monkeys. Then we can do... I could always put Silver Sable here, just to get us above this power. Then... something like this. Okay, I'll snap 2. Curious to see what you've got up your sleeve. Huh. Not at all what I was expecting. Huh. Well, I'll take it. Come on, Punisher. Still not showing up, huh? Oh, I lost the Beast. Black Swan is an interesting pickup for this deck. Not that the extra energy is going to help me very much here, but it's welcome. Ah, okay. Mother of Skarni is actually going to help me keep the engine running for a little bit. And Wakanda helps for their inevitable gambit. Okay, I'm really curious what they're running here. I feel like not playing anything is my best play. Might seem a little bit counterintuitive, but... Okay, and this is where we hope Gambit ends up hitting a bunch of things on the left. That was not a good start, was it? Okay. What do we want him to hit? If he sends these back, that's fine. Got 1 hit monkey. We're going to be playing 1, 2, 3, 4 other cards. So what's that? 8 extra power. We'll get us over the top here. I mean, I can technically get over the top in the other places. I just kind of want extra fodder for the gambits on the left. All we need to happen is for Gambit not to hit the hit monkey in the middle. That is literally the only thing we need to happen. Nice.
Victory.
Well played, well played. So, Punisher War Machine, what are we thinking? It's an interesting card. I think longevity, this card is going to be the kind of thing that certain decks will need. If you need extra energy, maybe something like Jennifer KO, but if you need consistent extra energy, Punisher War Machine might be a card people look towards. The only issue being is it's very clunky. You need to have it played to activate its ability, which is the main drawback condition. But you also, if you draw it late, you're marking no location really, because no location is empty, which means it's a dead draw. I think I gave this card a 2.5 in my review. I think I might stick around that, but I don't know. A lot of people are high on this card. Maybe I'm incorrect. I'm doing this on release day, so I'm not necessarily seeing wide public opinion, and I'm just going off of a non-meta contender deck that I built. But if this card interests you, I would say get it. It's definitely going to be one of those cards that has staying power. It's going to be like a few months down the line and people are like, oh, I don't have Punisher War Machine, what kind of replacement card can I have in my deck? And people are going to say, I don't know, maybe like Electro or Wiccan. You know, there's not many consistent extra energy cards, and that's what makes this card unique. There might be a deck that comes out soon that is busted with this, who knows? There's been quite a lot of decks recently that like to have big power early on, which is a nice thing for a card like this, but also a bad thing if you're wanting to play it, because those decks are a little bit rampant and it makes it difficult to win the location. But yeah, I think that's my overall review of the card. Grab it if you think you'll enjoy the style decks in the future. If you don't, and you're not really that interested in that style of deck, I don't think it's going to really blowing anything out of the water anytime soon. So yeah, that's my review, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will speak to you all next time.